distinguished between children who have known Baba by means just by on the basis of love and those on the basis of knowledge. And the methods of knowing Baba between these two type of children in love and those who know Baba with type of knowledge. And what are their qualities and what are their final attainments just by being children who know Baba by love or and those who have recognized him by knowledge. And in the later section of the Murli, Baba has recited about, has addressed the Punjab zone's brothers and sisters, and he has given them a lift of being the people, the messengers, and those who give lot of peace and power to people. And has also discussed a few lines about how being attracted only towards doing things and not doing things and its connection to life and death. So, without further ado, we'll read the Murli. 1984, the qualifications of souls who have loving feelings and are knowledgeable. Today, Bab Dada was looking at the children to see which children have come to the Father with their feelings of devotional love and which children have come to the Father having recognized Him in order to receive attainment from Him, that is, with the intention of becoming elevated. So here Baba says, Baba was looking at children who have come to Baba with their devotional feelings and those who have recognized him. Basically, that is with knowledge. Both types of children have reached the Father's home. Those with loving feelings receive the fruit of their love according to their capacity in the form of the fruit of happiness, peace, knowledge, and love, and become happy with just that much. Nevertheless, there is a difference in their feelings of devotion and their feelings for the Father and the family after receiving the Father's introduction. The devotional feelings are the feelings of blind faith. Here Baba is describing about the devotional love. Children who have recognized Baba by means of devotion, Bhakti Marg se. Now Baba is describing about the devotional feelings. The devotional feelings are feelings of blind faith. It is the feeling of meeting indirectly. It is the feeling of temporary selfish love. The loving feeling that children have at present on the basis of knowledge is much more elevated than the feeling of the path of devotion. So Baba here clarifies that those who are loving Baba by means on the basis of knowledge is one notch above. It is more elevated than loving Baba by means of devotion. So Baba says, feeling of the path of devotion because it is not indirect for deity souls, but it is a direct love for the Father. There is recognition, but there is a difference between recognition just on the basis of devotional love and recognition on the basis of knowledge. To have recognition through knowledge means to have the method of knowing the Father as He is and what He is, and knowing yourself as you are and what you are, that is, to become equal to the Father. That is, now Baba describes the quality of the knowledgeable children who knows Baba by means of what he is. Like he is a thought source of energy, he is a supreme source of energy, he is a supreme soul, and that they are not body, they are pure souls themselves. They are also existing in the form of light. So Baba is saying, children who recognize and sees Father from this point of view are knowledgeable. Are knowledgeable children who knows Baba. Baba says, you all know him, but you have to understand the difference between knowing him on the basis of devotional feelings and on the basis of knowledge. Therefore, today, Bab Dada was seeing the loving feelings of many children. Even by recognizing the Father through your loving feelings, you attain the fruit anyway. However, there is a difference between claiming a right to the full inheritance and just claiming a right to the inheritance. So, both of them receive inheritance, but Baba says the difference is that one has a right to full inheritance and just the other guys just have a right to inheritance. The fortune of heaven and the right to liberation in life are received by both those with loving feelings and those with knowledge. The only difference is in the attainment of the status. Both say Baba with happiness, and they therefore definitely claim the inheritance as the fruit of saying Baba and understanding Baba. All become worthy of claiming a right to liberation in life. But there is so much difference between the 8 jewels, the 108 victorious jewels, the 16,000, and then the 9 lakh. So here Baba mentions this attainment of the status. He clarifies here about the attainment of status. The difference between the two group of children is the attainment of status. And here Baba mentions in terms of the beads and rosary. There is a rosary of 16,000 and also one of 108. In the 108, there are also the 8 special ones. All become beads of the rosary. Both types would be called beads. Even the beads of the rosary of 16,000 would say, in happiness and in intoxication, my Baba and my kingdom. The difference is you claim a right to the royal throne or a royal status, a right to the royal family, or a right to being in connection with the royal family. So Baba says this is what is the difference. That is, whether for everything is related to royalty in terms of attainment of a status. So be it throne, be it a status, be it the right to the royal family, or staying in connection with the royal family. So difference occurs there. Both the souls with devotional feelings and the knowledgeable souls have intoxication. They both say very good things about love for God. Because of being the embodiments of love, they even forget all consciousness of the world. They even sing very good songs of love. Mine is the one Father alone. However, they are not embodiments of power. They will see themselves, them experiencing a lot of happiness. But if a small obstacle of Maya comes, the souls with loving feelings will very quickly become afraid because they lack the power of knowledge. So you see, this is the difference. Children who are loving Baba, who are identifying Baba with their devotional feelings of love, they are not able to face Maya because they are not having the power of knowledge. They're not able to distinguish, differentiate that situation and take a decision. Baba says, 1 minute you will see them very happy, singing songs of the Father, and the next minute, a little attack from Maya will change their songs of happiness into, what can I do? How can I do this? What will happen? How will it happen? They are no less when it comes to singing such songs of what, why, etc. However, knowledgeable souls, because they constantly consider themselves to be master almighty authority souls with the Father, are able to overcome Maya. They don't sing songs of why, what. The souls with loving feelings continue to move along simply with the power of love. They don't have any power to face Maya. Knowledgeable souls are able to experience all powers with the aim of becoming equal and are able to face Maya. See, here comes a big difference. The children who are knowledgeable and know Baba by knowledge, they have power to face obstacles and Maya. Whereas those who are able to recognize Baba by only devotional love, they would not be able to face Maya. And the question of what, why comes in the minds of those who have the devotional feelings, and those who are having love for Baba with sense of knowledge, they would not have such questions. Now, ask yourself an important point to introspect. Baba now asks, now ask yourself, who am I? Am I a soul with loving feelings? Or am I a knowledgeable soul? The Father is still pleased to see the souls with loving feelings. They have at least claimed a right by saying my Baba. By claiming a right, they have become worthy. Whether or not you take the full amount, you can still fill your aprons according to your efforts to whatever extent you want, because when you say my Baba, you have applied the key. There isn't any other key because Bab Dada is the ocean. He is the limitless, unlimited. Those who are to take become tired of taking. The bestower would never becomes tired. What efforts does he need to make? He gives you drishti and thereby gives all rights. Even those who are taking don't have to make effort, but because of carelessness, they lose it all. Then, after losing it through their own weakness, they have to make efforts to regain it. Because of making effort in losing and gaining and losing, they become tired. If they remain cautious and clever, they become embodiments of constant attainment. For instance, in the golden age, maids always remain with you to serve you. In the same way, all the powers and virtues constantly fill their responsibility as companions for such elevated, knowledgeable souls who are equal to the Father. Whatever power you invoke, whatever virtue you invoke, it becomes present in front of you as Ji Hazir. Yes, my Lord. Those who are such self sovereigns claim a right to the kingdom of the world. So you would not find this hard work, would you? You experience yourselves to be constantly victorious with every power and every virtue. Just as when you perform a drama showing how Ravan challenges his companions and how Brahmin souls, souls who are masters of the self, challenge their powers and virtues, have you become such masters of the self in the same way? So Baba says those who are knowledgeable children are able to use their virtues and power in time, whereas the lovable children, they keep moving up and down because of the obstacles of Maya, or probably by making effort in gaining the self control and losing it again over time. And that's how they become tired. They're not able to experience it constantly. So the attainment is not that much because there's no accumulation there. Whereas knowledgeable children, they're able to overcome it. Baba says, or is it that you are unable to use these powers at the time of need? No one would obey a weak king. So Baba here again says, he now exemplifies this. Knowledgeable children would be able to use their powers in time when they need it. So Baba says, if you do not use that, you would not be called a person who is self sovereign. Also, you would become weak by having this to and fro moment of playing through your efforts. So Baba says, if you are a weak king, nobody would obey you. That king would have to obey the people. A brave king makes everyone work under his orders and attains this kingdom. Therefore, to make easy things difficult and then become tired is a sign of your carelessness. What would you say to being called a king whom no one obeys? Some say, I have understood that I should have the power to tolerate, but I remembered it too late. At that time, even if you do think about it, you are unable to use it. This means that you called it at that time, but that it arrived the next day. So, is this obeying your orders? To say it just happened means your powers are not under your orders. Your powers are not under your orders. That is, the soul is not able to completely showcase its power or exhibit its powers. It's not able to take control of the situation, of the senses. What would you say to a server who did not serve at the right time? Therefore, constantly be a master of the self and use all the powers and virtues for yourself and everyone in service. Do you understand? Don't just be those who have loving feelings, but become powerful. Acha. You're happy to see a gathering of varieties of souls, are you not? So Baba here wishes that we attain all the powers and virtues and just not become those who are having loving feelings. But by knowledge we become powerful, and Baba wishes that we become powerful. And now Baba is talking about the experiences at Madhuban. So Baba is saying, you are happy to see a gathering of varieties of souls, are you not? Those of Madhuban see so many types of gathering, so many varieties of groups come. Bab Dada is also pleased to see the variety in the flower garden. Welcome. You are seeing the memorial that is remembered as the procession of Shiva. Baba is talking to all the children who have come there. The Baba is saying, you are remembered, you're seeing the memorial, that Madhuban is a memorial that is being remembered as a procession of Shiva. Baba says, saying, Baba, Baba, you have all come here. You have at least reached Madhuban. You now have to reach your final destination. Acha. To the victorious souls who always claim their elevated rights, to the powerful souls who serve with all their rights and all their powers, to the rightful souls who have a right to the royal throne, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Baba now addresses the Punjab zone. The Punjab zone. All of you from the Punjab zone are Mahaveers, are you not? You are not those who become afraid. You are elevated, knowledgeable souls who are equal to the Father. Are you not? You don't fear anything, do you? Baba says, the biggest fear is of death. All of you have already died. Why should those who are already dead be afraid of death? It's very deep here. Baba says you are already dead. You have already left the body consciousness and have understood the old world and the new world. So why are you any more afraid of death? There is a fear of death when you think, I still have to do this. I should now do this. When you are unable to do it, you become afraid of death. All of you have completed your task and are now ever ready. Baba assures them that you have done whatever you are supposed to have done and you have completed your task and now you are ever ready. You are ever ready to shed your old costumes. Are you not? Therefore, you are not afraid. In fact, you are those who make fearful souls powerful, and you are children of the bestower of happiness and give happiness at a time of sorrow to souls who are caught up in the fear. For instance, when you have a night light in the dark, there is light everywhere. In the same way, you are the elevated souls who give happiness at a time of sorrow. So, do you always have the elevated feeling of giving happiness? So, Baba has empowered that you are master bestowers of happiness and peace to those who are in sorrow and pain. So, you should feel constantly that. So, Baba says, so do you always have the elevated feeling of giving happiness? You constantly have to give happiness and peace. You are bestowers of peace, children of the bestower of peace. So, who are bestowers of peace? It is not the Father alone, but all of you are those two. Therefore, you are the bestowers of peace who give peace. You are performing the task of giving peace. People ask what service you do. So Baba says you should answer them that tell all of them that you are especially performing the task that is essential at this time. Acha. People give clothes, people give food, but the most essential thing to give is peace. So we are giving everyone what is essential for them. So tell people that you are people who give peace when it is most required. So you are bestowers of peace. Therefore, what greater service is there than this? When your mind is peaceful, wealth is also peace, is also useful. If the mind is not peaceful, then even the power of wealth causes you distress. Now spread such a wave of powerful peace that everyone experiences that. Out of everywhere in the whole country, this is the place of peace. Let them hear from others that by coming here for even a few moments, they can experience a lot of peace. Let this sound spread everywhere. Spread the sound that this service place is a corner for peace. Let this sound spread everywhere. No matter how peaceless a soul may be, for instance, when a person is ill, he goes to hospital. In the same way, let them feel that at this time of peacelessness, that they have to go to a place of peace. So this is how we become masters, bestowers of peace. As we spread the news of Baba, the place where they can come and experience peace, and by giving them an experience of peace, spread such a way. How will this spread? For this, invite one or two souls and give them an experience. From one, it will expand to two, and so on. Especially call those who are peaceless and give them an experience of peace. Whoever comes into contact with you, give them the message. Experience peace. Those from Punjab should especially do this service. You now have a chance to make the sound be heard loudly. Souls are now wandering around and they need a place. They don't know where that place is, and so they are searching for it. They have been wandering from one place to another, having realized that that is not the right place. Are you not easily able to give a place to such wandering souls? Baba is asking. Now, do this service. Even if there is a curfew or whatever else, you do come in contact with others, do you not? So, over phone or video calls or such things, so you do come in contact with people who are in curfew. Give an experience, or some essential services are still allowed. So, maybe in that way, if you're coming in contact, give an experience to those who are in contact with you. Those souls will spread the sound. Conduct a yoga camp for them for even 1 or 2 hours. If they experience even a bit of peace, they will become very happy and thank you. Well, it's the aim of doing something. You also find a way to do it. So, first is to have an aim, and then you will also find a way. Therefore, now demonstrate this and glorify the name in this. You can soften the land of Punjab to the extent that it is hard at present. Do you always experience yourselves to be angels who are double light? The final form of the conference age is that of an angel. That's the ultimate destination, right? The way if you would go further high is in the form. Baba says the attainment of Brahman life is an angelic life. An angel is one who has no relationship with bodies or bodily relations. Have you ended all relationships with your bodily relatives, or is there still a slight relationship? There are even subtle strings of the slightest attachment. You won't be able to fly up above. You will come down. Therefore, an angel is one who has no old relationships. Since your life is new, everything would be new. Everything will be new. That is, new thoughts, new relationships, new occupation. No awareness of your old life can now become even, can now come even in your dreams. If you become even the slightest bit body conscious, it means there is also a slight relationship. If there is no relationship, your intellect cannot go there. I mean, if you're just not even aware of something, you would not even generate thoughts towards it. So Baba says, there are so many souls in the world, but you don't remember them, do you? Because you don't have any connection with them. You only remember those with whom you have a relationship. So to become body conscious means that there is a bodily relationship. If there is the slightest attachment to the body, how would you be able to fly? So this is natural, right? To be able to fly, you should not have attachment. Otherwise, it will pull you down. No matter how high you throw something heavy, it will still come down. So, an angel means one who is light without a burden. To die, to die alive means to become free from burden. If even a little bit is left, then quickly end that. Otherwise, when the whistle of time is blown, everyone will begin to fly, but those with a burden will remain down below. Those with a burden will become observers of those who are flying. Therefore, check that no subtle strings still remain. Do you understand? So remember the special blessing of today. You are angelic souls who are free from bondage. You are souls who are free from bondage. Never forget the word angelic. By considering yourselves to be angels, you will fly. If you remember this blessing from the bestower of blessings, you will always remain prosperous. The third and the last point, do you always consider yourselves to be the messengers who give the message of peace? The task of Brahmin life is to give a message. You never forget this task, do you? Check every day to what extent you have performed the elevated task of elevated souls. To how many have you given the message? To how many did you donate peace? You are great donors, bestowers of blessings who give the message. How many titles do you have? In today's world, even if someone has the biggest title, he is junior to you. There, it is souls who give titles, but here, the Father is giving you children titles. So keep all your different titles in your awareness and constantly remain in that happiness and in that service. By having the awareness of of the title, you will automatically remember service. Acha. So Baba was talking about the children who are having devotional feelings towards Baba and those who have recognized Baba by means of knowledge. The method that they use to identify Baba and their qualities, their attainments, the time till which they are powerful, the time till which they are able to be self sovereign. And then Baba spoke to Punjab zone children and he mentions about them being the bestowers of peace, happiness, and they being messengers of peace, and how to remain light and be ready to fly like an angel. Now let's sit in meditation for a couple of minutes and then come back with a few points to share. Well, let's share our points.
Om Shanti Vinod bhai.
Om Shanti, sister.
Bhavna, Gyan. I just can't believe that those Bhavna souls, so much we hear of the copper age. Meera had love for Krishna, or Surdas, or so many of those saints and all who were so madly, madly in love with God, where they used to just parade like that just to reach that moksha. That kind of innocent, true bhavna which they had for the Lord, and how they seek the Lord and they just threw themselves before the Lord. That kind of unfiltered, unadulterated love, when today Baba said they are bhavna souls. They are not souls who have truly recognized the Father. I was just thinking about why Baba didn't descend in the copper age, because that kind of love, which it's something mind-boggling for me to read those stories of love which they had for God. I do understand loving God as He is now, when He comes down only the span of 100 years, not before that. And knowing Him what He is, knowing His true form, and then loving is, of course, unique. I don't deny that. But for me, I always think about those souls, what kind of love they have. And they say, Baba, even now we know you, we come with you. We also have that bhavana of love. Of course, we know your true form, we know you as you are, and we know even what we are. And both of us have reached a stage. But this is Sangam Yuga. But why, Baba, the bhavna of those people, you say they cannot attain a kingdom? Even suppose he says you're a subject, you're not part of the 108, that's okay, as long as I'm part of the kingdom. But my mind, my heart was just flowing in for those bhavna souls of the copper age, the one of bhakti, blind faith they had. And I don't think there was any selfishness or anything. They just felt they have to meet the Lord, and they met the Lord, and Lord gave them miracles. I don't know, I was comparing it. I want to know, do I also have some bhavna in me, some feelings of love in me? It's something, a very kind of thing for those souls. Of course, those souls, again, they come down probably when we are. Baba says the ones who come to see me now are the ones who are there in devotion for a long time. That's there. But I was just trying to measure the feelings of both the bhavna souls and the jnani souls. Om Shanti.
Yes, sister. Yes, it's very true. Uh, the fine difference between, I mean, all these words are so closely related. The love, the knowledge, and the devotional love, devotional feelings. You know, this was a little difficult, Murli, for me to understand initially, but then I tried to relate it. Then I find that the devotional souls are mostly occupied in bhakti. They are not realizing themselves and understanding themselves to be the master bestowers of peace or happiness or whatever attainment they want to have. Whereas if you are knowledgeably seeking God by recognizing that He is so powerful and you are equally powerful, being His child, being so lovable child of His, then you have the control with you. Whereas spending hours and days in devotional bhakti, uh, and you would not, I mean, the way devotional people they do bhakti in temples, we find that what are they finally achieving? So I mean, I was just looking at my own home where people do devotion, and I realized that still Baba, as he says, people go up and down the ladder when things, when obstacles come. The power to face, the power to recognize, decide, and judge and pass through that is not there in devotional children. So maybe that's why they don't have that power. And as Baba says, if you do not have a power, then be whatever kind of a king you are, a powerful or a powerless king, you would not just be recognized. That is, you would not attain that royal status of being in the kingdom. Yeah, thank you.
Om Shanti. So,
Om Shanti.
Baba says no one would obey to a weak king. A brave king makes everyone work under his orders. So that's the difference, main difference between a knowledgeable soul and one with love feeling. They are not less. Another comparison, Baba says, yeah, they will come in connection with the royal family. They may have a right to the royal family, but they will not claim that royal throne or the royal status. And whenever any obstacle comes, right, Maya comes, they start questioning why, what, and how. But the knowledgeable souls, they have the knowledge that they are the master almighty authority. So with that power, they overcome the obstacles, they experience the power, and with that, they are able to conquer Maya, they're able to face Maya. So all these powers, knowledgeable souls are able to use it. I mean, Baba compared it like, how in Satyayuga, in the golden age, the maids always will be, with the king or the queen, just to look after what they need, right? So similarly, the knowledgeable souls will play with the powers. They have all the powers and virtues constantly to fulfill their responsibilities or their needs. Whereas the devotee souls, right, the bhavana, the one with love feeling, they will be struggling a lot to make the powers obey them. So they will order it, it may not come right the right moment. It may come later on. So don't just be those have loving feeling, but Baba says you become those with that powerful, become powerful souls. That means that the Baba, not the knowledgeable souls, not the lawful soul. But both of them claim rights and inheritance from Baba, though, because they call my Baba. So that means they are applying the key, but when they are taking, that's where the difference comes. Yeah, Om Shanti, thank you.
But Bijit Bhai, you were mentioning that as they have no true knowledge, they ask a lot of questions and all. But even such souls, we see the scriptures came from them, the law of karma, and so many other knowledge even they have given. What I feel is the only thing they lack is they saw God in various forms. They didn't see his true form. And they only aimed for moksha. There was no jivan moksha. There was no liberation in life, which is there. I think that is the only one single difference. And that too, we know it only now, this 100 years. So even they had that thing. See, and Baba also said, many of us may be those devotees, and now we have taken this costume over here in this Sangam Yuga. But I was just saying, even they had, but just see that one thing, Shiv Baba, that one incorporeal one is the only one. I think that's the only knowledge which they didn't have. Otherwise, my heart is always even for those souls who really kept up the spirituality, the bhakti. The bhakti age is something different. I know it's not the end, it's not liberation and life, but I always feel that's got a special thing in the cycle of life. Om Shanti.
Yeah. Yeah, they do have space in God's heart. I'm not denying that, definitely. Because here, what Baba is teaching us is statue, correct? That means self-sovereignty. So, self-sovereignty is only going to lead us to the world sovereignty, right? And becoming a king over the self. So in that context, if you look at it, Baba is not really seeing them, making all the powers belong to them and ruling over them, right, efficiently. So that's I think what Baba is trying to show, that the difference between knowledgeable and the feeling, the love feeling. But they do enjoy everything. They take all the power. I mean, they experience Baba because the bhavana that they have with that, they definitely might be experiencing Baba. But the attainments, when it comes to attainments, right, the ruling power that all comes, how efficiently you rule yourself. So that is where my Baba says that question comes. Why you, what, and etc.
I think these two groups are better than those who do not have either of them. I mean, there are a lot of people, but unfortunately, Baba is addressing only these two because they are the only ones who were present at Milan there in 1984 then. So Baba is, I think, is trying to slowly, because during gathering, people who have even with devotion are brought to experience Madhuban, and now Baba is elevating them from being devotionally connected to Baba to become knowledgeable and then connect and progress ahead. So Baba is probably distinguishing the two children of and then suggesting. But both the groups are definitely better than those atheists. Yeah. Well, any ideas on brothers and sisters about the context wherein Baba mentioned about uh, death and uh, you are occupied with doing tasks, and when you don't do it, you feel that you're afraid of death. I could not actually understand the entire thing, but I did realize probably there were very elderly children who had come over there from Punjab, and usually at that age they keep churning that I have not done this, I'm yet to do this, and I don't have time. What do I do? Probably such children had come and Baba thus narrated this. Then you have you are bodiless. You have completed your task. You have recognized that you are a soul. That this body has to be left behind, and you have to attain that angelic stage and go up. So you need not be afraid. Baba then pacifies them. I think that is how it was working there. Any idea about this paragraph in the Punjab zone discussion? Anybody?
Shanti brother. Actually, Punjab zone was handled by Chandramani Dadi. Probably that is the reason why Baba mentioned, I guess.
I guess, yeah. Punjab had a lot of issues, like the riot, and there were a lot of fightings happening. And communal rights, especially. So I suppose this Murli, maybe after that, some of the problems that might have happened over there, and people might have died during that time. I suppose, I'm not sure.
Yes, maybe, brother. Yeah.
Actually, it was Operation Blue Star and all happened in 1984. And that was the time, I think, when if you go through the history of Operation Blue Star, you'll see what happened in Amritsar temple and all. Yes, there was the fear of death. The question of death was very, very evident even though they had the fearless Chandramani Dadi with them, every Punjabi over there had that feeling of death. And it was just imminent death. Anyone on the road, anyone was dying. So there, just Baba wanted us to know that lesson that you have already died. You're in your new body. So why you're afraid? Why Punjab or why 1984? Even now today, as we are living, a fear of death. Some of us really have that, even though we have seen Baba, even though we have what we call it as we have died alive and all, the fear of death, fear of knowing, have I accomplished what I have to accomplish? Have I reached the stage what Baba wanted me to do? Because it's not that death fear is there, the fear of leaving the body, and then next, will I be able to continue till, distraction? That fear is always there, but that time it was absolutely there in most of the souls. It was imminent. I think that's why if you see many 1984 Murlis in the Punjab group, Baba keeps speaking about it. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much, sister. Thanks, brother. Well, any last point, Churning? Well, we shall conclude the Murli with the song again.
शक्ति स्वरूपा तू ही तो है नव दुर्गा अष्ट शक्ति स्वरूपा तू है देवी स्वरूपा शक्ति स्वरूपा तू है शक्ति तुझ में बसी नौनिधि जगा ले तू ये स्मृति तू ही है शिव शक्ति जो जग से रहती है न्यारी वो आत्मा है सबकी प्यारी जो जग से रहती है न्यारी वो आत्मा है सबकी प्यारी जो न होती प्रभावित कहीं ये है संकीर्णता की शक्ति पुरानी बातों को जो मन से निकाले पुरानी बातों को जो मन से निकाले ना ईर्ष्या ना द्वेष को मन में पाले क्षमा के गुण से समेटे हर बात वो है समेटने की शक्ति तू ही है शिव शक्ति तू ही है शिव शक्ति संभाले सभी के व्यवहार को, संभाले सभी के व्यवहार को, ऐसी अद्भुत समाने की शक्ति तू शक्ति धरे। तू है शक्ति, जगा ले तू ये स्मृति। शांत मन साक्षी दृष्टा, न कोई प्रभाव न कोई परख, शक्ति तेरा स्वभाव। निर्णय करने की गजब तुझ में शक्ति, सत्य असत्य को जान देती निष्कर्ष तू शक्ति महान। चाहे कोई तूफान आए, तूफान को भी तू तोहफा बनाए, सामना करने की शक्ति जगाए। हर कदम में सफलता तू पाए, हर कदम में सफलता तू पाए।
Over to Ami Ben.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Vinod Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a wonderful day.